Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Mephibo-who. Don't be afraid, David said to him, for I will surely show you kindness for the sake of your father Jonathan. I will restore to you all the land that belonged to your grandfather Saul, and you will always eat at my table. 2 Samuel 9:7. I stood on the open-air deck overlooking a pungent forest of pine trees winding down the hillside to the ocean below. The vacation home had an all-wood interior, a wood stove with a pipe that ran from the first floor through the second-floor ceiling, and even an observation tower that gave you a higher view across the bay. No, we didn't make tons of money writing this book. A few times a year we come and stay in this beautiful home only because my wife's mother and the house's owner were college roommates, very good friends back in the day. It's because of their friendship that the offer to stay in their summer home in the San Juan Islands of northern Washington state was open to us. Sometimes you get hooked up not because of anything you yourself have done, but because of what people have done before you. David and Jonathan were just such friends, and one of the last times they saw one another, Jonathan asked David to be kind to his family and descendants when he came into power. In the years after Jonathan's death, David, now the ruling king in Israel, looked for surviving relatives of Jonathan's family. David's servants told him that a son of Jonathan's was still alive but crippled in both feet and could not walk. His name was a mouthful, Mephibo-seth. As he shuffled his way toward David on his crutches, the king's heart went out to him, the only living connection he had to his long-lost friend. Mephibo-seth, understandably, was afraid for his life, knowing that it was his family who had tried to kill David years before. But David remembered his promise. Even though he didn't know the lame man, he knew his father. Because of Jonathan, David extended a helping hand to him. Then he gave Mephibosheth a seat at his royal table, plus all the lands that had belonged both to his father Jonathan and his grandfather King Saul. The second-hand generosity isn't foreign in our time either. Even though none of us have even seen God the Father directly, He extends the offer of salvation to each of us because of our connection to Jesus. What Jesus has already done allows you and me to reap the benefits of His perfect life, which is mainly all of heaven itself. May God bless you today.